Welcome back. That is our dynamic duo, thanks to Vodafone. Time now for our Legends Agenda with Billy Moore and Aaron Woods. Hello, Legends. How are we?
Hello, boys.
Woodsy.
Great.
What have you done?
Stirred the pot a little bit,
you
mate.
You fired up the Queenslanders.
It's been a real poor build up to Origin.
You're doing a good job.
Game one was pretty boring. I thought the standard, the intensity on the field, the referee blew the penalty, blew the P out of the whistle, and the game it didn't live up to what I thought it was going to be.
I love it, Woodsy.
So I just thought someone needed to say something, ruffle a few feathers.
Would you have said it if you were playing?
I would let Gal do it. He did do it. We didn't get a chance to speak when Gal was there.
How's the response been to the fire up? It's been all over the papers.
It's been pretty... what about James Hooper comes on here and just bags me, but in the behind the scenes, he's, oh, mate, this is great. Happy with Karianos, he's stuck solid. But
rock solid.
A lot of ex-players have sort of messaged me and go, how good is this? There's there's a little bit of fire around the Origin.
What about the current players? Do they like that you're firing bullets?
No, I've just let them go. They're in camp.
What do you think, Billy? He's called the coach a grub.
G-R-U-B.
You've called Saint Billy a grub. About loyalty. Well, ask the West Tigers about loyalty. Probably not your strong suit there, my good man.
I've got 5 other clubs too.
I think it's perfect. It's fired up. Queensland players, the Queensland public, Queensland media, they're eating this up. It's great work. Well done, mate. As I said, Billy doesn't look very ruffled. He's okay. He's coped with it.
He's pretty cool and calm.
Watching the show last night, I thought he was nice and calm compared to when they said glass houses last year. A little bit rattled.
Yeah, but I tell you, it never filtered down. Did it filter down to teams?
Oh, you hear about it, of course you do.
Yeah, but it doesn't
especially these days. No. You know.
It's more laughable. The team just go, the blokes are having a crack. It's the ex-players.
Yeah. The good thing about this, it'll filter to the player group and they'll take it personal. And they realise that they've actually forced their coach to be put in the spotlight because they didn't do their job.
Will they use this as motivation, this kind of stuff?
100%. And as I said, they'll take it personal. And that's when Queensland's at its best. Or, when all of a sudden, when the forward pack look at their role from game one, and they go, yeah, we didn't do our job.
You know what, Billy? If they're relying on me to say some words and use that as motivation, I think that's pretty disappointing for a Queensland jersey. You got that spirit up there. You just want to come out. Don't you normally just back yourselves?
We do, and we will. But it doesn't help to put a bit of foolish petrol on the fire, but that's okay.
It's interesting.
What about the loyalty, Billy, with DC being dropped? A lot of people, a lot of journos, a lot of ex-players, all that have questioned their loyalty and their pick and stick. Yep. How do you see it?
I think Queensland showed their loyalty in giving DCE the captain's role for game one. We've scored a try a game for the last 2 games. We've lost 3 in a row. I think the fact that they gave him the keys for the game one and they said, look, show us what you can do, I think that's loyalty. Yep. There's a difference between loyalty and blind loyalty. And I think the real key factor here is you've also got Tommy Dearden pushing so hard from behind. It's now time to make a change. Dearden's put his hand up, so that's where it's appropriate.
It was a huge decision because he's the captain, and this hasn't been done since, I think, Trevor Gilmeister back in the 90s. Look, he did hold him there. There was a lot of talk leading into this, like if Cherry Evans has a poor game, is he going to get the Rissole? And it happened. But it was just interesting in comments that Billy Slater said after the game, it wasn't the personnel. Well, he's got rid of their captain. That is your personnel.
Yeah, I think we look back at DC's career, it's so storied. There's such a situation where he went from almost a villain to a hero and then one of our great captains. And it's time now to hand the baton over. And I think Tom Dearden's exactly what we need for keeping those edge back roles.
Do you think he can get the job done?
Tommy?
Yeah.
I don't care, but can he get the job done? Look, I think he'll be good. Can he organise the side? Because Cameron Munster's one of those players, you just got to let him do what he does. How that combination works with those two together. Look, he did great on the time that he got in the field. I love the way he straightens up with the attack. It's going to really cause a little bit of angst amongst the defensive line of New South Wales. And I think the way he goes into the line. What's his kicking game like compared to Cherry Evans? I think Cherry Evans has a great kicking game, but in saying that, I just love the energy that Tommy Dearden brings. He's an Origin player. He never gives up attitude. We spoke about the tackles. He'll just keep chasing and keep working his ass off.
A constant threat, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Cameron Munster named captain. Billy called him the other day, or called him into his room and gave it to him. Do you agree with it? And if so, do you think he'll be a good captain?
I love it. I love it because what you're saying to Cameron, this is your team now. Show these boys what you can do. Oh, yeah. And I don't think we've tapped into the well that is Cameron Munster. His ability is almost endless. And I just think the more personal he takes it, the more he realises this is my team and I'm going to lead from the front. With his actions, probably more so than his words, I think it can only point to a good thing for Queensland.
This is a bloke in New South Wales fit. Like, if there's going to be someone that's going to break the game open, and you've put more ownership on Cameron Munster, he's got a skipper now. I reckon he's going to relish, mate. He's going to love it, and yeah, he's probably the one that, as a Sky Blue player, ex-player that love watching the game. Yeah. I'm nervous about a player like Cameron Munster.
He reminds me in my era of Peter Jackson.